Paying school fees is no longer a hassle thanks to FlexiPay from Stanbic Bank. With FlexiPay, you can pay school fees direct from your mobile money wallet simply by dialing *290*1# on your mobile phone. Parents, no more standing in those long lines. FlexiPay allows you to pay school fees from the comfort of your home. FlexiPay is secure, it's affordable, it verifies your details before payment, and sends you a confirmation receipt once the transaction is complete. The school receives your payment in real time without the need to print bank slips or worry about forgeries. FlexiPay is the complete school fees solution for both parents and schools. It's simple, it's smart, it's Stanbic. Dial *290*1# on your mobile phone to try FlexiPay today. Stanbic Bank. Moving forward.
On a normal banking day at Stanbic Bank, every customer that walks through those doors is here to do one of at least 4 things: deposit, withdraw, pay bills, or consult any of our relationship managers to give them the financial solution that they need. Now imagine with me for a second that if what happens in the banking hall happens right in the communities. Stanbic Bank, together with parents and government, helping raise the next generation of leaders that are not just educated, but financially literate. Well, my friends, you're in luck because for the next 1 month, Stanbic Bank will be moving to across 40 schools in the country to make sure that they get the students' financial knowledge tested, their financial capability challenged, and of course, enhance their life skills. My name is Brian Nondo, and I'll be taking you through this amazing and exciting journey on the Stanbic National Schools Championship. Welcome to the show.
Over the past 7 months, secondary school students all over Uganda have had their financial knowledge tested, their financial capability challenged, and their life skills enhanced. How, you ask? The Stanbic Bank National Schools Championship 2017. On 20th February 2017, the Stanbic National Schools Championship was launched at the Kampala Serena Hotel.
We have an exciting 3 months ahead of us. The championships is part of our corporate social responsibility program, and what we're very pleased to have today is a key focus on education. Education today is something that we have to take more seriously and put a lot of focus and attention to so that we can create our future leaders and our future generation to have a better country that they can live in.
Drawing the most critical stakeholders from the Ministry of Education, represented by Commissioner of Secondary Education, Kule Baritazare. The Head of Education at the Kampala Capital City Authority, Julie Namudu, Bank of Uganda's Head of Commission, Christina Lupo, and the National Curriculum Development Center. Kathy Adengo, the bank's Head of Communication, unveiled the juicy prizes that were going to be won by the participants. Stanbic Bank's Chief Executive, Patrick Muhire, emphasized the bank's commitment to education and pledged to spearhead efforts on alternative education in Uganda.
Because we realize that the first 3 years of a child are extremely critical in terms of them getting that learning development. So that is one area. In primary education, we're intervening, secondary. And we also believe that the teachers need help. Teachers and parents, all the stakeholders need to understand that this is something that needs significant attention. And education is an evolving thing. We all learn every day. I mean, you had BOU partner, financial literacy for adults is ongoing. So it's not something that you can stop, start, and say it's complete. It has to be something that you work on deliberately every day. So we are going to continue to spend education or regard education as our strongest pillar of our CSR. We're going to reach out to our partners and get as much support as we can, and also encourage all of you, including the patrons and the teachers, to please put your hand up, raise your hand. And the commission has also agreed. We're reviewing the curriculum. This is something that has to be taken seriously because our population is way galloping faster than the changes that we are putting in place. And this is the best investment that we can make. So on behalf of the bank, I can commit that we'll continue to support education. I wish all the kids the best of luck in this competition. I wish we could do more schools. We will try to figure out logistically how to do more than 40 or 30 or 3,000 kids. But the reality is that when this gets shown on TV, we hope that hundreds and hundreds of thousands of students will be seeing this.
In October 2016, 40 schools across Uganda were invited to participate in this ultimate encounter. 10 schools from East, West, North and Central Uganda took up the challenge, and the championship began with a classroom quiz for every interested student in Senior 3, 4, 5 and 6. The quiz entailed 20 objective questions on financial literacy, life skills and logic. The top performing 2 students in each class then participated in an intra-school debate.
Thank you very much, the chairperson, with the 2 secretaries, the 2 antagonistic sides that will never eat on the same slivered plate.
Now, fraud is one of the problems that stands very much so when you introduce the system.
With cash transactions, it causes high costs of labor. How? If I am to transport a large amount of money, say $1 billion, it would be better if I just remained home and I accessed the internet and I sent that money where I want it to. It will reduce the risks of me getting robbed, because no one will even know I have that money in the first place.
The excellence of the students was unrivaled as they displayed a high level of confidence and an admirable level of awareness in digital banking. Excellent as they all were, only the best 2 in the entire school were chosen to submit one essay in any of the following topics: media, education, and financial literacy. Within a period of 48 hours, the school submitted their essays. What can one write in 48 hours, you may ask?
How many marks?
Well, the panel of 3 experienced judges who marked the essays indicated that on the overall, the essays were well researched, brilliantly written, and had very practical examples that could be followed by our very own government agencies. The best 5 schools per region were then selected to represent their schools in the regional quiz competition. The rapid-fire questions tested the students' knowledge of finance, life skills, and general knowledge, and the ability to think under pressure.
Today, 5 schools will be battling, and we'll only find out who will represent the Central Region at the National Championship.
The question: anything handed down from the past, something that someone has achieved, that continues to exist after they are gone, is A, antique, B, humanitarian, C, legacy, D, philanthropy. Legacy. Smack, that answer is correct.
Time frame that a loan agreement is in force and before or at the end of which the loan should either be repaid or renegotiated is A, debit term, B, loan term, C, loan financing, and D, mortgage.
After the grueling quiz, only 1 school per region was left standing to represent their regions at the National Championship on April 29, 2017.
Who will finish Stanbic National Schools Championship 2017 at the top? Let's find out. The school that will be the 2017 national champion is with Judge George giving them 88%, Judge Dunstan giving them 89%, Judge Jen giving them 84%, with an accumulated percentile of 87. Ladies and gentlemen, the national champion is
Paying school fees is no longer a hassle thanks to FlexiPay from Stanbic Bank. With FlexiPay, you can pay school fees direct from your mobile money wallet simply by dialing *290*1# on your mobile phone. Parents, no more standing in those long lines. FlexiPay allows you to pay school fees from the comfort of your home. FlexiPay is secure, it's affordable, it verifies your details before payment, and sends you a confirmation receipt once the transaction is complete. The school receives your payment in real time without the need to print bank slips or worry about forgeries. FlexiPay is the complete school fees solution for both parents and schools. It's simple, it's smart, it's Stanbic. Dial *290*1# on your mobile phone to try FlexiPay today. Stanbic Bank. Moving forward.
with a total of 87%. The Stanbic National Schools Championship declares the winner You might be asking yourself, why is he panting? Well, Mengo Senior School, set up on a hill, is one of the oldest schools in the country. In fact, it is the oldest secondary school. And in our first episode of the Stanbic National Schools Championship, we visit Mengo Senior School to find out exactly what is happening when over 40 schools across Uganda are sitting for the classroom competition. And students across the whole country will be writing an exam on financial literacy. We've decided to come to Mengo Senior School to find out how this process is taking place. And those who do well in this exam will proceed to the next level, and that is the debating level. Let's take a look first.
Anybody tell me the process of this Stanbic Schools Championship? We are starting with a quiz. After that, where are we going? The debate process, and then after the debate process, essay writing, and then regional quiz. And then after that, if you go through the regional quiz and you beat the Kampala schools, then you can go to the finals, where there is a bank simulation project.
Our teachers have done something great. They've trained us more about essay writing, the things we should follow while writing essays, the mistakes we should avoid.
Yeah, I'm more than prepared. I'm so confident. I'm not scared. Though it may be my first time, but I can make it. I don't believe in failure.
Right now, I'm self-confident and I believe I can do it. Preparations have been done. It is not my first time to compete or anything of that sort. I've researched, I've done all that it takes, so I believe I can do it.
Mchenry Modern School was another one of the contesting schools that was sampled. At the end of the class competition, the students shared their views on how the exam was and what they expect out of it. Students showed a lot of enthusiasm towards the competition and sat the class competition with confidence. Students were very ready to represent and compete for their school just as equally as the rest of the schools.
So let's stop writing, pens down. We are beginning with the front people. You come one by one, you submit in your work, then we also give you what we have for you, okay?
The exam has been nice and I'm expecting good results from it. I thought it was going to be kind of easy, but to be honest, the logic part was kind of very tricky. For example, the birds, when you shoot a bird, I didn't really realize that when you shoot at a bird, all of them would flee away. So I was like, maybe they would stay just because he hit and miss. So I really think it was very, very, very tricky. And for a peacock and a peahen, I've never heard of a peahen. I didn't even notice that a peacock was a male and a peahen was a female one. So when I said about laying eggs, I didn't realize that a peacock doesn't lay eggs. So I really think this competition was a bit challenging. But for the other parts, I really think it was just my expectations. So I think either way, I'm going to really nail this.
Yeah, it was a little bit tricky, so it needed you to think somehow. Well, the first was life skills. That was pretty easy to me. Second was logics, again easy. Then finance, a bit complicated, but I think I sort of nailed it.
It is from this stage that the best 2 students in the debate across the country will then represent their schools in the essay competition.
We want to create a healthy competition, but we also want to encourage innovation. There are so many brilliant minds across the country, and we're not having an opportunity to see what they can bring forth. And we want to bring them outside the classroom, an environment that is different from being in class, to be able to challenge their minds, get involved in critical thinking, get involved in creative ideas, productivity in terms of building their confidence, building their presentation skills, because some of the competition stages will involve them presenting to the public, and we will be seeing that at the finals. And this will help them in their future. For example, if they want to come and present for an application for an internship in Stanbic, we want to build their confidence.
My name is Evelyn Mchenry. Mchenry means blessing. I like that name so much. It's the best thing that has ever happened to me. And I feel like it's my good luck charm.
I want to become a neurosurgeon because it is so disheartening when I see Ugandans flying out. I see Ugandans running away from our country even when they are talented and they can do these things, but because they are looking for better places and greener pastures, they leave their Ugandans and fail to be patriots and fail to know that Ugandans also need them.
If I met Juliana Wansik, I would tell her that I admire her to the extreme and would want to be just like her in the field of presenting, hosting and all that.
I, being a science student, I want to do medicine as a passion. But at some extent, I think that medicine might not give me the money I really want. I want to be the person with the private jet. I want to be the person with the mansion. So I'll pursue medicine after I've reached my success. So in that matter, I want to do what they call software engineering, and I'm planning on setting up a tech empire, and I want to name it the Z Technologies.
Any kind of occupation, lawyers, all kinds of people need money. There's always that aspect of money. And so it's very important that in part of skilling, the major skill that everyone should be having is financial literacy.
There's going to also be an element of financial literacy which will be embedded as part of what they're going to be taking part of in the competition. But this is important for our future leaders as well. Understanding money management is very important, because we all like to hide away from the idea of what it means to manage money well, or even we are threatened by the idea of investments and savings, but it's something we want to instill in our young people, so that when they grow up, they know exactly what it takes to be a mature adult who is financially literate and understands how to make wise decisions. And of course, we just hope to transform their lives through this experience. It will be fun. They'll meet other students from around the country, and we just hope this experience will be transformative.